everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching my previous videos. My only concern is that I don't know if you like the videos. If they're helping you, like the videos so I can know and continue to do what I've been doing, or help me to make a decision whether or not I need to make some changes. Alrighty, today I want to look at the CSEC Principles of Business School-Based Assessment Questionnaire. In particular, because some members have been giving me some queries about it, and so I want to help you to create the best possible questionnaire for your SBA. Let's get right into it. Your questionnaire. What is your questionnaire? It is a series of questions that are asked of your respondents. These questions are typically a combination of open-ended and closed-ended questions. The questions should always remain as unbiased as possible. So avoid using names of people or specific products, right? We're doing well. So now I want to get you to understand some facts that you need to know before preparing the questionnaire. You need to know why you are trying, what you are trying to find out. When you know this, it will help you to better direct your questions to receive the answers that you are looking for. Ask the questions to get the information that you want. Be direct with your questions as much as possible. Avoid leading questions. Don't lead the respondents to a specific answer. Provide options to questions or offer other, and make your questions easy to answer. Avoid using long questions. Be as brief as possible. Some sample questions. What was your main challenge while accessing your classes online during the period of lockdown? To the point. I want to know something, so I'm asking that specific question. What do you think is needed to enhance the online learning platform? Short, to the point. How do you feel about continuing your classes online in September? Do you think the country is ready for distance learning? What would you recommend to teachers when preparing for online classes? Of course, these are all examples of open-ended questions, but your questionnaire will be a combination of open and closed-ended questions. Good? Now, the format of your questionnaire. Your questionnaire should have 3 parts. These 3 parts are for general instructions, personal instruction, and the body. Now we're going to look at these in detail. The general instruction. The general instruction will help the person completing the questionnaire to understand the purpose of the research study. So the general instruction include the purpose of the research. You're going to give an introduction, right? And your introduction is going to include your name, the name of your institution, and the purpose of your research. Also, it should have the title of your research and a confidentiality statement. What is this? Inform the respondents not to put their names on the questionnaire so that it will not link them directly to their responses. All right? Your personal information. personal information that you need to have is biodata. You should have these questions about gender, age, and the school attends. Now I want you to pay attention to this. The school attends is only going to come in if you are doing a research about a school or a specific segment of a school. If your research is about a business, you would not put school attend, but of course, the name of the business. Alrighty? Great. So let's move on. The body. The body is going to instruct participants how to answer the questionnaire. All right, so you're going to ensure that you ask the respondents to either circle the correct answer or the correct response, or write the answers on the lines provided below. Cool? Ensure that you label the responses. When I say label your responses, if you have question 1, your responses should be A, B, C, D. Don't just put them down anywhere on the paper and confuse your respondents. Label your responses. Now we're going to organize the questionnaire. You're going to decide how many questions you need for each objectives and then develop your questionnaire. Now, bear in mind, if you have 10 questions, and we don't want to make the questionnaire too lengthy. So 10 is a nice number. If you have 10 questions and you have 2 objectives, then you might want to have 5 questions for each objective. Or if you consider one objective more important than the other, you may choose to do 6 questions on that one objective and 4 on the other. This is just an example. You may have 3 objectives and you decide however many questions you want from each objective. Great. Ensure that there is a clear space to answer each question. Don't jumble the questionnaire and confuse your respondents. Make that line of demarcation. Show where the question ends and where the responses begin, just so the respondents will have an easy task of completing your questionnaire. Every set of items with a different style of responding requires a new set of directions or instructions. Now, what am I talking about? So you may have some multiple choice style questions and you may have some short answer questions. These are 2 different styles of questions. And so you will need 2 different instructions. Your multiple choice instruction is going to ask your respondents to circle the correct answer or letter. Your short answer style question is going to ask your respondents to write the response on the lines provided. Cool? Great. Let's move. Now we're going to review our questions. Once we have completed, say we have our 10 questions, we're going to go back through those 10 questions now. We're going to read those questions, and if we need to make changes, make the necessary changes. If reading a question you cannot answer the question, chances are your respondents will not be able to answer the question either. If the question is unclear to you, chances are it's going to be unclear to your respondents as well. So what do you need to do? Adjust. Make the necessary changes. If you need to rewrite the question or adjust the question, then by all means do so. Format. You are going to ensure that your spelling, your grammar, your punctuation marks are all intact. Ensure that this is on point before you print those questionnaires and take them out there to the respondents. Then you're gonna do a pilot. What am I talking about? When you print this questionnaire, give it to a friend or a family member, someone close to you who is not gonna be answering the questionnaire for you, to try to answer it. You're gonna ask this person to answer it just to see whether or not your questionnaire is actually answering your objectives for you, and by extension, it's gonna answer your research question. All right? And then if you have done the pilot and you're not comfortable with your responses, then you need to go back to the drawing board and correct those questions so that they're in line with your objectives and your questionnaire. Cool? At this point, you would have done your go back to the drawing board and you'll be satisfied now that your questions are on point, and these questions will actually answer your objectives and your research question. This is the point where you print your questionnaires and distribute them. Then you should have an easy task getting them back from your respondents, because the questions should be to the point and pretty easy to answer. I hope this video helped you to prepare your questionnaire, prepare on-point questionnaires that will allow your respondents to easily answer the questions and get those questionnaires back to you in time. That is it for today's video. What you can do now is subscribe to my channel and share this video. Give it a thumbs up if it helped you. And as usual, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Peace out.